So we're running some trials right now for lunch service, and we have two different options that we're going to make today. Both of them are meant to attract the people who work around this area. We're hoping to create really high quality, locally derived lunches that come at a pretty affordable price. The side salad I make is going to be all Mesa grown veggies, come from one of two local farms, either Green City Harvest or Steadfast Farms, both in Mesa, assembled with a few basic ingredients. We're using our sliced bread for the grilled cheese options, our sourdough. For the plant-friendly option, we're using our sliced multigrain and topping it with a Main Street Harvest vendor stuff. So this is jalapeno chickpea salad that we sell at our store next door, and we're going to finish with some pea shoots from Steadfast Farms. So it'll be an open-faced toast with these two items and a side salad, or a grilled cheese with Havarti and provolone and a side salad as kind of the kickoff to lunch. Logan and I are about to make some portions, so this will be a dry run practice to see, well, how badly we do at making 4 portions of lunch as bakers. Obviously, we're gonna have to get beyond 4 portions to make this a thing. All right, so for the grilled cheese, I'm gonna take some garlic olive oil and spread that on either side. And then a blend of both Havarti and provolone, which we shredded ourselves. We don't believe in buying pre-shredded cheese because it comes with a bunch of preservatives and odd things when manufacturers shred the cheese. So we just shredded the cheese ourselves.
Quite literally covered in sawdust.
Is that what it is? It's sawdust?
Yeah, they take bits of old wood pulp and toss it in with their cheese so it doesn't stick together.
And thus we shred our own cheese so that you don't have to have sawdust. Here is the regular grilled cheese.
So these pans we preheated in our oven, just leaving them on the stones, and I'm gonna go ahead and toss the first one and just open it up.
That was one of the cool ones, Logan. I can give you one of the hot ones if you prefer.
What do you think?
That would have made more sense.
Well, it'll take a little longer, so let's get it started.
So I've got some salad prepared here for the both of us. I'm going to get its dressing going. Use the same olive oil, garlic olive oil, except I'm going to pair it with balsamic vinaigrette. It's an barrel-aged balsamic vinaigrette. Both of these are made locally at Queen Creek Olive Mill. What's nice about them is when serving with toast, both of these items go well with the bread itself. So if there's a little extra sauce on the salad, in fact, I'll probably make it intentionally a bit heavy on the dressing so that if there's any extra, it just ends up on your grilled cheese. Get a couple plates going. And I want to finish these salads very simply. Some local farm carrots. I say local farm carrots because if you see the whole carrot, they're smaller and narrower and way more flavorful. Some green onions. I think the final lunch option might also have some radishes on this salad for color and for vibrance, but we don't have any on hand for this demo today, so we're gonna stick with a more simple version. Now, we're not serving chips or fries or anything like that. For one, we don't have a fryer. As far as the chips go, I'm trying to achieve a lunch that's fully balanced. So we have the grilled cheese and we have the acidic component in the salad. And I think that those two pair well together, trying to get our audience that might otherwise go for a sandwich and chips to have something a little bit more wholesome on the side to go with their bread so that they leave their work-friendly, budget-friendly lunch with whole grains, local veggies, and ingredients made with love in a simple way. It's something that you can eat on every day and not feel guilty about it, but will still sustain you if you're doing this for your work lunch. Also something that we can prepare relatively quickly. So we're hoping that this is a nice little addition to our bakery here in Mesa, especially going into the summer months, which can otherwise be a little bit slower for us. So I've got these ready, and now it's just on Logan to get me the rest. So
right.
Pressure's on. He's meanwhile testing the other aspect for us, and that's, is it possible for us to bake bread and do lunch at the same time if we need to? So we're out of green olive sourdough in the front right now, and he's about to reload the oven with 8 more olive loaves while we do this food service. And again, I'm making 2 portions right now. I'm curious what would be happening right now if we had 30 or 40 on the line. My guess is he'd be a little bit more nervous.
Yeah, I'd have to be moving a little more than very slowly, nonchalantly throwing some loaves on this loader. I'm gonna put some sourdough in too. I'm gonna grab some tongs really quick.
Oh, that's right. Tongs would make sense.
I think the answer to tongs might be we need some little salad ones, because these are a bit overkill.
For flipping bread?
Yeah, 1 piece of toast, giant tongs.
The purpose of these types of tests are just to figure out, well, what are we missing here to pull this off? What will it take to pull this off at scale? We've already done a test for the whole team where we produced somewhere around 25 or 30 lunches all in a row, and that went pretty well. We learned a little from it. Now the key is just to get some refinement going, get our ingredients in place, figure out these workstations. They shouldn't be a mess. They should be well organized. Figure out how we're going to deal with ticketing and all of that, and put it into action. There's a thing where you want to work on something when it's most needed, and right now during the slower season, we need to find creative ways of getting people in our doors. This area is full of people who are doing their day jobs, and there's only so many places to get lunch, and those places tend to be getting more and more expensive. So we typically, with our offerings, we're the premium bread option, we're the artisan bread, and so we're asking people to spend a little bit more on their loaf of bread or on their croissant than they would go to a store and get mass produced. With lunch, we're trying to do the inverse. We have all these supplies on hand. We want to create simpler lunches that highlight what we like, which are simple ingredients, whole ingredients, nutritious things, highlight veggies that we have at our store next door, of course feature our bread, and it doesn't have to be crazy over the top. We're not adding fried meats to our sandwiches or anything like that. The key is keeping it simple, keeping it approachable for somebody for lunch, and also keeping the cost something that people who are just working down in this district feel comfortable spending for their lunch break. So hopefully it works.
Oh no, hook.
You look like you've made a lot of grilled cheeses for proof before. You've really got this workflow down.
Yeah, you know me.
That's perfect. Let me at this. So there's the grilled cheese. Meanwhile, for the vegan option, this jalapeno chickpea salad has just enough spice. I really enjoy it. It's actually one of the things that I enjoy eating at home a lot. I'll buy this salad and just make bread with it. I think it goes really well with our seeded multigrain loaf, which adds a lot of texture from all the various seeds that are incorporated in and out of it. We're gonna put some pea shoots for a bit of a textural element. And there you have it. 2 portions. Do you guys have any desire to be guinea pigs?
Well, to cut this maybe. Let me go grab them. I'll just try.
That's good. That's good.
Got a little kick to it.
What do you think?
Excellent.
I'm reluctant to say this on video, but because prices tend to change on things. But right now, with the way that we are in the late spring of 2022, we can afford to price these at $8 this meal. Do you think it's a good, bad, or decent value for that price? Okay, that's what we're going for. Trying to attract, of course, people that come in and visit us, because like you guys, we have a fair amount of people that visit us from all over that watch us online. So giving something a little bit more than just, okay, well, here's your bread and pastry, now bye. But we also really want to find a way to attract the people who work down here, where, you know, some people working may not be familiar with artisan bread, and it might be intimidating to them to spend $8 or $9 on a loaf of bread. But hopefully, you know, something like this gives them a taste and like, hey, that's awesome. Let me get some of this and make this meal at home. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy.